Hello, very good evening, racing folks. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to the Pune Races for 8th October 2023. Folks, I've been telling you Pune is like a graveyard of favorites. Even last week, not a single favorite one. Today, there is a great mare, Juliet, running, so at least it won't happen that all favorites would lose. But be careful, always think twice before putting your money or hedge it with the second favorite or something. I don't know what more to say, but the story goes that it is some kind of on the that by the bend it is some kind of graveyard was there. So I don't know how true, but I mean it is true, but I don't know how much to believe. But for fact, one thing for sure that the favorites do bite the dust very easily. Even deserving favorites lose. So, and folks, the other thing I want to say is these are my pointer videos. This is not my so-called what you guys call tips. I would like to use the word my suggestions after the horses go paddock, for which I am quite qualified. There are new members. Few got confused. What kind of this thing is this guy keeps talking about? I was very fortunate to have worked for John Gosden and more fortunate to find his assistant Charles O'Brien, who kind of taught me all these finer points of what to see in the paddock. Ever since I became a big fan of that thing over handicap, so-called handicapping. I do study the form, and I'm getting good at as the time goes by to how to what to see and how to identify decent winners. As you probably know, quite a winning streak was there of mine. So the new boys got confused. So I just want to clarify, especially when some idiot, some handicapper saying, "Oh, I could do better handicapping." I never said I am a paper handicapper to begin with. So where is the question of I do better and whatever it is. Anyways, going straight to the races, folks. The first race is the Rao Sahib Kedari Gold Trophy, Division 2. It's for Class 4. There are 3-4 horses that kind of comes into surface form. There is Lord Phoenicia, Malesh Naredu trainee, Y.S. Srinath riding. She's been running good races. 1400 meter, probably kind of okay distance for her also. But again, Malesh, MK, these are the trainers I have to think 3 times before I put my money, unless their horses look so good in the paddock. It's not that they don't win, but more so that they lose than they win, especially on well-backed horses. Then there is Fancy Nancy of Imtiaz Said. She's by Rodrigo Corner, and she's been also running some decent races, but I think she's more 1,000, 1,200 meter kind of a horse than 7 furlong horse. But then there is great MK's India Strong. Now, India Strong must have worked too strong in the races, the workout, so probably no juice left. The typical MK style. But the horse I like in place or minor upset is a pacey horse called Tess. Even last time I was little fencing, and she wasn't that far. She was only 5.25 lengths behind. She's running at a very tidy handicap, 53.5 kilos. I think she can upset or at least come in place. Uh, uh, then there is the Silver Spring is there, but okay. The second race, folks, is the Yogender Singh Trophy for Class 3, a mile race. I always say that Class 3 races are getting very competitive these days. For many centers, I have noticed. Even this race on the surface form looks quite competitive. I can make a case out of four horses out of a small field. The one I kind of little like is a horse called Own Voice. It's by Excellent Art. Mustaqim Alam rides for Sundarji. The reason being is she ran very good race with that flaming Lamborghini, and the other two competitors of her are by MPR, which I am not a big fan of MPR's progenies because they run one race good, one bad, quite inconsistent. They all look very good in the paddock because MPR was a very good looking stallion. So then there is a Rousset Honor, is by MPR. Imtiaz Seth trainee Neeraj Rawal is a retainer for Equus Racing, so he has to ride. Then there is Finch. Finch is by a trainer called Vinesh. He's a small time trainer, but he's fancying his horse, and I think he could be in the thick of the things also. So, as I told you, I decide all these things in the paddock. The race number 3, folks, is the Rao Sahib Kedari Gold Trophy Division 1 for Class 4 horses. This race also has about 2 or 3 genuine contenders. Paddock would tell me better. There is a Paces horse in here, La Bella. It's been working quite well, was given one educative run as Paces stylist, and is at a tidy handicap of 53. Kirtish Bhagat rides, gets 1.5 kilo allowance, so 51. At that 51.5, 52, they all fly, folks. If there is some ability in the horse, they fly. Then there is Great Phenom at 59 kilos, 4-year-old NS Parmar, of course, Great MK. Again, he ran a decent race last time, and there is Galloping Ahead. I expect the race to be between these three characters. Now race number 4, folks. It's the Bet Brick October handicap. Normally this September handicap and October handicap have very, very good horses. This time around there is no Malays, there is no Pacey. Little surprised. Anyway, the horse that I really like is the horse called Pure for Sure. Deepesh Naradu, he was very, very impressive, very pleasing to the eye. Victory, just blew the field away. If he can repeat that run, I think he would be very much in the winner circle. Then there is Mesara, kind of a bit dry coated, but he also ran a decent race. Then there is Ultimo. I think the race would be. The rest of the field is quite very weak for a October handicap, that is. The race number 5, folks, the Trepton Fillies and Mare Stakes, 1800 meters. No words to explain the Juliet's achievements and the Wonder Filly, as they call it. Probably we'll be lucky if you get 7 paisa, 10 paisa kind of odds, technically money back. Just enjoy, folks. Every race you don't have to bet. I though I'm a big racing enthusiast, so for me, I don't have to bet to be watching the races. I see most of you have to do some fingering, and that's the end of the day, you come out loser. You have to be very selective, folks. Too many races are there. See, this month there is, except for 24th, every day there is racing. So just be selective, then you can make some money. Otherwise, at the end of the day, you would be a sore loser. Anyways, the horse who can follow him is Place Vendome. Our successor is basically a miler, but he'll probably be in the thing. Place Vendome maybe. But again, there won't be any odds for Place either. So just enjoy that race and see how. I thought she'll go to Dubai, but I guess she's here. So it's wonderful to see the poetry in motion sort of filly. He pushes the buttons here, Jodha, and here she comes, devouring ground left, right, and center. Race number 6, folks, is the Pune Cantonment Board race. As much as I don't much like MK, but this horse I like. This horse called Waikiki. She's in much, much better company than any of these characters, folks. She was, I think, shorted, if I'm not mistaken, with Jamari, Paces Jamari. Plus, she has run with good. She has some speed, But if she goes start to finish, I think she can beat this field. The Inish Moore with some equipment change was a surprise winner at a boxcar odds, and but like Nazak horses, they are dry coated. If that is what it is, then I don't know. But Inish Moore could be give some headache if MK is again taken out the juice of Waikiki before the race. Outlander looked like a very, very good horse for last time I saw him. I think he's changed stable from Rehan to SK Sundarji. But he could be a place at a decent odd. Last time I think even I bet few pennies on him. Race number 7, folks. Last hoorah for the day. It's Class 5B. Hopefully, we made some money on Pure for Sure and Waikiki. Those are two good bets for me for the day, by the way. Then maybe it's time for you to count money because I normally stay away from Class 5B race. There is 3-4 horses that kind of comes. There is Anushka, who's very consistent for Class 5B. She could be in that. There is a horse called Nairobi, who kind of also blew the field and was very pleasing victory of us. And there is my dear friend Asad Siddiqui's horse, Faranur. He is running after a very long layoff, and he also has a gait problem. If these two things don't bother, then he could upset or maybe place at good odds, if you like, big odds. Anyways, all said and done. Thanks for watching, folks. For me, again, Pure for Sure, Waikiki, and of course, needless to say, Juliet looks like a very good 3 bet for the day. You'll get your money back on Juliet for 7 paisa it has opened. I don't know who bets. I wonder who bets at this odds. I'm sure that somebody must be betting, no? Otherwise, the bookies would raise the odds. Anyways, you have a good one. Gamble sensibly, folks. Everyday racing. Be selective. Stay away from races. You get confused. Try to come in live on my YouTube channel if you are free. Bye. Thanks for watching.